Theater's my life.
It's a rush being up there.
Keeps me off the streets.
This is what I live for.
Me become a better person.
It's outrageously thrilling.
I love theater.
I love it.
I love it.
I absolutely love it.
With March comes madness, spring fever, college basketball, and the high school musical. In New Jersey, the musical is more than just entertainment. It's an opportunity to win. 100 schools across the state are competing for the Paper Mill Playhouse Rising Star Awards, which some consider the Tony Awards for high schools.
This time of year, around March, April, we call it No Life But Drama. All of our time is really dedicated to getting this musical up and running. There are about 500 students at Hoboken High School. Most of our students are Hispanic and African American, and about 150 students are involved in the theater program. For a school our size, it's quite remarkable to have that many students interested and really passionate about visual and performing arts. There was definitely, going back years ago, there would have been the divide between the artsy crowd in the school and, say, the sports kids. We don't have that in our school anymore.
Go away!
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge?
Doing this play has really opened up a new side to me. Like I said, I'm an athlete, and I've never sang in public. I don't dance in public. I don't do anything like that.
In the throng, yes, I'll know.
So to go from doing nothing to performing on stage and also being a lead performer on stage, it's really just, I guess, opened my eyes a little to what I'm capable of.
I once won 5 G's on a parlay. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
What we started with was really very little. There were no backdrops, no scrims, no psychs, no lighting, no sound. Incrementally, things have grown, and the interest is there. And we've been fortunate in Hoboken to have a board and a superintendent who embrace the arts and recognize how important they are to education in the 21st century.
The students at Fairlawn High School have they've inherited this program of excellence. So when they come here as a freshman, they know what they're getting into. Right now, we rehearse about 6 hours per day on the production, sometimes more. And we have a cast of about 40 students on stage, as well as 30 kids in the student orchestra.
The daily papers with the news of how our office was affected by your vapors, which is why I choose to write you a
Each week I post a rehearsal schedule on outside of my room. So depending on how they fit into that schedule on a weekly basis, they sort of structure their lives around that rehearsal schedule. And that includes working in homework and making up tests after school, going for extra help and things like that.
Well, I'm going to be here until around 9 or so I figure I should start getting some of it done, you know.
We love it. It's simple as that. The students that choose to be in this show love doing it.
I grew up in the theater because my parents are both actors. And it's kind of just, I know this is so cliche, but it's in my blood to just love what I'm doing here. And to be here every day from 3 to 9 or later most of the time, it just kind of all feels worth it in the end.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2008 Paper Mill Rising Star Awards.
Rising Star, I think, has had the greatest influence in developing our program here at Hoboken High School.
I definitely have seen an increase in energy and excitement and enthusiasm in the participation of high school musical theater throughout the state.
We created the program to find a way to acknowledge students' performances and production elements at New Jersey high school musicals.
It was always the football team, and now suddenly there was a platform for kids who were good in the performing arts to be recognized.
I would really like to thank...
I'd like to thank...
There must be some mistake. Well, over the last 14 years, the Rising Star Awards has very much so identified and discovered some great talent. Laura Benanti, who was our very first leading lady winner, and she recently, just in 2009, won a Tony Award. And then also film actress Anne Hathaway, who grew up here in Millburn. She was nominated for a Rising Star Award when she was in high school, came to the summer program, and we still keep in touch. One major reason why we are very interested in supporting high school musical productions in the state is that it helps build the audience for live theater. I think that we just are living in a part of the country that is rich in resources, especially creative resources. And I think you can't deny that, part of that is the magnet of Broadway.
Broadway is where I'm going in the future.
To be on Broadway.
On Broadway.
On Broadway.
I'm going to be on Broadway.
And hopefully be a star.
Ladies and gentlemen, jazz here.